Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of EDM World News, Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. This entire network is called Peyton 3.0's Empire. For those of you who are not my diehard fans and you are new to this series and this channel, welcome. Today's headline news story is a legendary house producer is suing Kanye West for copyright infringement. We're going to get right into it. This is EDM World, Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Take it away. All right. Hello there. Welcome. My name is Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum set vocalist Zombie Supreme. The song in the background is mine. It's called Turn Up, Let the Music Heal You. Okay, for those of you who don't know. This was a song I did back in 2015. Made a music video which you can check out on the playlist of MVs. That's M/V, something like the Korean pop, the K-pop does with their MVs, they call them. All right, anyway, so today we have a lot to talk about, okay? We have a lot to talk about. The first story we're going to be getting to. Did I say who I was? Yeah, the EDM and drum set vocalist Zombie Supreme, the queen, the king, the sultan, the master of EDM, the musicpreneur, entrepreneur. Yes. All right, anyway, so we're going to be getting to the first story, which is a UK nightclub is hosting a fully accessible rave for disabled people. And I think personally that is great what they continue to do in the EDM world for people who may be overlooked, or maybe people would think that EDM is not usually for, but may actually want to participate. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so smash every door in and put a ramp down, okay? Inclusivity is what dance music is all about. And they ain't lying about that. That's why I love our community so much, because we're really about inclusivity and not shutting people out just because of something that's arbitrary as sexuality and color of skin or whatever. Right? Although, we'll get back to that in another topic or video. Anyway, the basement of Yes on Charles Street in Manchester will be taken over for an under one roof event on July 21st, 2022. Under One Roof is a fully accessible rave for adults with learning disabilities, okay? The venue will be set up to be a safe space with lots of room for attendees. The music will be supplied by the Fat Britney, one half of the Fat Camp DJ Collective, and resident of Preach Club, Rainy City Radio, and Stream FM. Okay. If parties won't make themselves accessible, we'll throw our own, the Fat Britney said per the Mac. Smash every door in and put a ramp down. By the way, shout out to EDM.com for the news reports. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for what you do. Okay. So she said, smash every door down, smash every door in, and put a ramp down, okay? See you on the dance floor. That's what I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop. All right, so tickets can be purchased for, I believe that says £4. That, of course, for those who are not in the UK, that's, I'm not sure what the currency would be of transfer here in America or even your country. But anyway, for attendees, or hold on, £4 and are free for attendees carers. Yes, we'll be operating at a reduced capacity for the event. Okay, I think that is so special and the best thing that could ever happen, because who would think to include people with those kind of disabilities into dance music? You know, like I said, they're people just like anybody. And you might be a disabled person with your own challenges, with your brain, with your body, that's watching. And I really appreciate you for being a fan. Or if you're new, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. So anyway, so what a way to really show the message of inclusivity. What a way to show the message for PLOR, which is an acronym for those of you who are not as familiar. And if you're an EDM person, then you should. It stands for peace, love, unity, and respect for everybody. At least that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. Anyway, many multi-talented, differently able people have seen success in music and have used social media as a platform to spread awareness and positivity. Leighton Clark, a New Zealand DJ who suffers from Tourette's, picked up DJing during the pandemic. He shared his journey on TikTok and has since amassed a following of 4.1 million followers at the time of this article's publication. DJ Huguito, if I'm saying that name correct at all, if I'm butchering it, I am very sorry, okay? Is a Miami-based dance music producer born with osteogenesis imperfecta, or brittle bone disease, okay? A condition characterized by extremely fragile bones that break easily. And let me tell you something, okay? We have the whole structure of this human body that we have is, the bones are like the structure. The bones are one of the if not the foundation of the structure of the body. And just imagine your bones just breaking all the time, just brittle. It's out of nowhere. You fall to the floor, they're breaking. I don't know. Pick up a water jug or something that has a lot of water in it. That's like a 64-ounce something, and your wrist just breaks. So, honey, that is an absolute nightmare. And shout out to the people who are born to have to deal with that. And you still carry on with life despite the challenges, the mental challenges that you may go through, like depression, or maybe you're thinking about, suicide or whatever. And you actually have people there to take care of you and lift you up. And which is the great thing about the other great side of being a disabled person is that you obviously need other people to help you out. Not that you need them, but there are several people with certain conditions they're gonna need aid for the rest of their lives, because they can't do everything able-bodied people like me with our able-bodied privilege, can do on their own for the most part. Not that we as humans can do anything truly on our own, because we can't. We are social creatures. You know what I'm saying? We can't actually live without each other despite all of our disagreements when it comes to society at large. But if you think that just able-bodied people like me or you or whatever, we can't live without each other, really, or the structure. Think about how somebody with a disabled ability like brittle bones, they need people even more. You know, they need somebody there to call a paramedic, honey, or something. If they somehow can't do it themselves, if need be, they need constant hospital attention when things go wrong. You know, it's just that things can go wrong a lot more when you have these disabled abilities going on with your body than it is for somebody like me who is able and relatively healthy. Although, of course, I have my own issues, but the thing with that is that it's nowhere near anything that somebody who is a disabled person has to deal with. Not even close. See, I can change a lot of things about my condition, but they can't change theirs. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to all of the wonderful disabled people out there. Thank you. And another thing, folks, don't go out of your way to treat disabled people that you may see in like life, or if it comes to the parties, or coming to the parties and things like that. Don't treat them with special attention. Treat them just like you would treat anybody else. If you're going to ignore, if you somehow just like ignore somebody that you don't know, you just walk right past them, well, walk right past the disabled person too, because then you're treating them just like anybody else. A lot of times you may think that disabled people or people with special disabilities want your attention, they need your help, whatever, but no, that's far from the truth. They don't. And if they want your help, they'll ask for it, okay? But don't go out of your way to just default to just like, oh, they need the attention, oh, they need my help. No, they don't need your help. They don't need your attention. If they want it, they'll ask for it. Or if they can't speak as well because the disability has something to do with their brain, for their motor skills, then they'll make sounds basically for you to get your attention, you know. Other than that, don't go out of your way to think that they need you because, you know, they can't function on their own when they can, because the human body and the brain is good at optimizing other abilities that it has in order to get the whole body through life. Yes. So anyway, I entered this world living in danger. Hugh Guido's told EDM.com in a 2021 interview. A bad fall can easily end my life, right? Like I just said. But I never let fear get in the way of what I want to do, to accomplish. And that to me says so much. So many of us able people, you know, we take a lot of things for granted. We're literally absolutely spoiled in a lot of ways. And we don't even know. Even if we make $30,000 or less a year, we're still spoiled in a lot of ways because our health is there. Even if we don't have the best health, like at least as Americans, if you're able to just get up and go every day, even if you're tired or not feeling the best, or you don't want to be bothered, you're still just able to get up and go. You're still able to get up and go. Even if you're tired as hell, you're still able to get up and go. While somebody with a disability like he has, or she, or whatever the sex is, they don't have that privilege. You know, any little thing, the bones would just break and they're on the floor, and nobody could be around at that time for some reason, and they could just end up dying before somebody gets to them. So, like I said, he didn't let us stand in his way of what he wanted to do. So, as bad as it was, every day that this person got to get back up and try again, another day, another breath in their body, they didn't let it stop them. And there are many disabled people who accomplish some great things in other areas of life. That didn't let it stop him, and that's a lesson for all of us, okay? Another reason why for me to keep consistently going daily and to be consistent with my learning process and my process of doing what I love to do, which is to create, which is to perfect my craft and working on my athleticism and my weight and all sorts of things that I want to do with a full able body. Okay? So, what really do I have to complain about? I'm sure we all have things to complain about. Trust me, there is. There's plenty of things out there. But when you look at it from a perspective of Mr. Huguido here, you realize how much power you really do have in a lot of other ways that Mr. Huguido doesn't have. But still, these people have made, some of these people, some of them, not all of them, some of them have made great things happen for their lives and made history. And you can too if you really want it, but it's not going to happen overnight. You got to put in the work. You got to keep learning. You got to keep switching it up. You got to keep adapting, and that's just what it takes. So anyway, let's just read it again so that you really get it. Let's just read that again. So he said, "I entered the world living in danger," he told EDM in 2021 interview. "A bad fall can easily end his life," he said, but he never let the fear get in the way of what he wanted to accomplish. Period. Nothing more to say to that. Shout outs to you, Huguido, and shout outs to the wonderful Miss Fat Brittany and the organization for putting on this DJing event for these other lovely disabled people. Okay. Anyway. Because they are just like you and me, just a human animal on the planet who don't know what the hell is even going on. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get to the next news story. And am I still recording? Okay, I'm still recording. Anyway, you like my little background world, my little niggaverse here? I try to get really creative with these graphic backgrounds. Oh, I love them. I'm in love with them. But anyway, Tiesto is the next story on this line. So, a whole new direction. Tiesto is about to release a new album, okay? And it will heavily embrace house music this time. Which, if you haven't been paying attention, you know, Drake released an album where house music was obviously present. Beyonce released a fabulous single and did it justice with Break My Soul. I'm in love with that song. You can't break my soul. I'm telling everybody, baby. Okay? Damn, they worked me so damn hard at 9 to 5. Okay? Work by 9. Then I'll pass 5. Baby, sometimes when you think about the work, you can't even sleep at night. Okay? So, baby, I'm quitting my job. Anyway. I know I'm crazy. Yeah, you like it. You love it. Anyway, Tiesto said fans can expect a more housey and more groovy sound on the forthcoming album, which David Guetta made a prediction. I think it was this year or was it last year. I did a whole news episode on it. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it in the series, which will appear at the end of this episode, where David Guetta made a prediction that house music was going to come back to the mainstream service and be bigger, be bigger than ever was before. And it looks like the prediction is coming true. It only being 2022, as still at the very beginning of this brand new decade of house music, dance music coming back. But this time in a different way, not the way that it was presented to us back in the 2010s. And I really hope this time artists really do it justice, you know. But anyway, and so Tiesto's embracing obviously the house side of music. So, you know, anyway, she also said fans can expect a more healthy and more groovy sound on the forthcoming album. With house music flourishing at the moment, Tiesto is readying what may be his grooviest album yet. Tiesto has certainly been a key contributor to the current boom cycle in the game, achieving big-time commercial success with the motto and the business, the latter of which is currently pushing nearly 900 million streams on Spotify alone at the time of this writing. This week's release, a collaboration with Charlie XCX. I love Charlie XCX. Love what she's doing music. What is it called? PC music? Hyperpop? Yeah. I think it deserves to be in the EDM genre. Hyperpop. Say that 5 times fast, okay? Anyway. It's called Hot. Hot in it only further suggests a continuation of the trend. And let's be honest, it is a trend because when they drop this trend, obviously, I don't know, hopefully it actually lasts the entire decade and don't drop off of 2013 or something just for some trap music, which to me, many of these artists ain't even doing justice. So, and I'm really sick of trap because trap is still rolling on for this. Like, I know it didn't really come in for a whole decade, but it's kind of trying to get trap a rest. You may disagree, but it's time to get trap a rest. A lot of music was nonsense anyway for most of these rapping artists. And even R&B artists are trying to do it have been doing it just to get some clout. Because R&B is like pushed to the side. You know, and this is the only way that they've been able to get their shine, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, Tiesto has certainly been a key contributor to the current cycle of it. Anyway, where am I? In a recent interview with Zane Lowe of Apple Music, Tiesto, shout out to Zane Lowe. Tiesto said his forthcoming album is set to lean even further into house music sensibilities and even describes it as a whole new direction. And here's the thing, I do like house music. I love almost all forms of EDM music. I'm not as huge of a fan of trance and ambient. I'm just not that kind of person. My favorite genres of EDM have been electro house, happy hardcore, dubstep, and drum and bass, which is the main core of my music now. EDM, drum and bass, drum step, you know. Anyway, but hardstyle is great. There's a lot of great ones out there. Garage, it's garage EDM. Anyway, house music, like I said, is cool. Is it my top favorite no, but I like it. I like house music, you know. But sometimes I want you to hit me with production. I want you to take me. Woo! I wanna, you know what I mean? But anyway. He says, I'm also working on an album, and this is for me a complete new direction. Tiesto told Lowe, I've been going more housey and more groovy, and it's a whole new direction, so it's very exciting. Few in the electronic music world have enjoyed the tenure in the spotlight that Tiesto has. Reflecting on a decorative career, he says he's happy to be enjoying the creative flexibility to experiment with a variety of sounds, both in the studio and on stage, okay? I love that I could be anything nowadays, not just boxed into one style or one sound. He's added, It makes life so much more exciting when you have DJ sets. You can literally play whatever you want. Mum's the word on the release date of Tiesto's forthcoming album, but it's expected to release this summer. But you always know that with these record labels and things and whatever, things are tentative to always change and it could be pushed back for whatever reason. Or hey, well, actually it's summer now, so at the time of this recording of this video, okay? But I'm excited to see what Tiesto has to cook up with the genre. I'm excited for that, and I know. Tell me down in the comment section if you are too, and why you're looking forward to the new Tiesto album. Okay. Anyway, we're going to be getting to our headlining story of this episode, which is going to be Kanye West is getting sued for copyright infringement by Chicago house music legend. Okay. Let the house continue. The suit claims Marshall Jefferson's Move Your Body was sampled 22 times by Kanye West without an express licensing agreement. Okay. Also, supposedly these little things I have in the background, these graphic things, this green screen, supposedly the graphics that I get from Envato.com, which I pay a subscription for, by the way, to bring you guys these visuals. There's a thing when you download it where it says download with a license or download without a license. See, I don't even know why I need a license for these graphics or whatever, and will I get sued later because I don't have a license? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, that was kind of off the subject, but it did kind of relate and segue and parallel. You get what I'm saying, right? Okay. Anyway, legendary house music artist Marshall Jefferson has launched a lawsuit against Kanye West on basis of alleged copyright infringement. The complaint filed in New York's U.S. District Court alleges West sampled Jefferson's 1986 song "Move Your Body" without license permission. After producing under the alias Virgo, it was the first track of Jefferson's career he had released under his own name. Billboard reports that lawsuit claims West sampled Jefferson's song 22 times in Flowers, a single from his 11th studio album Donda 2, which released in February of 2022 of this year. Unlike its predecessor, Donda 2 was released exclusively on West's own stem player platform. The lawsuit notes that West earned a reported $2.2 million in physical stem player sales alone just one day following the album's release. Okay, and you know what? We're going to play a sample of that song. Hold on. Well, we're not going to go to the tit for tat about. I'm going to let them deal with. I'm going to let them deal with that. Okay, we're not going to go back and forth with. Here's this song, whatever. But anyway, although I like what was done, I really liked it a lot. If that was house music, I want house music more like that. Anyway. So back to the article. He said, he said, I've been sampled thousands of times. There is a right and a wrong way to go about it, Jefferson told BBC Radio 1 Newsbeat. Getting done by another artist, a black artist, a fellow Chicagoan, without acknowledgement is disappointing, he said. The suit was filed this week by Ultra International Music Publishing, which maintains copyrights to the track. In total, the suit seeks a decision at trial, or alternatively, the maximum monetary damages of $150,000 per infringement. Okay, and we know Mr. West is good for the money now. Okay. West North's label have commented on the lawsuit at the time of writing. Okay. And they're probably not going to comment on it. Let's be honest. Woo woo. Well. I don't know. A couple of artists are doing things where they're sampling music and they're not asking the record label or the person who wrote it or published it. They're not doing their research. They're not doing anything. They just go ahead and sample it and hope that they don't get sued. That's the stupidest thing you can do, especially if you're a big time artist in the spotlight and all the success. You just thinking you can just sample a song and you think, oh, you know what, that person's not relevant anymore. Oh, you know what, that person's not, you know, they're not important or whatever. I'm just sampling the song and it'll be okay. No, if this person is alive, or they might not be the person that actually owns the copyright, the publishing, whatever. It may be the record company that they work for, basically, as an artist. So you need to contact them and make arrangements and all of that. But yeah, Kanye West, if you did infringe, then you deserve what's coming to you. Okay, because you know the right and the wrong way. You're the one sitting here talking about music contracts and being duped out of publishing and things and whatever, and artists getting theirs, when if this is allegedly, we don't know, if you done what this man has said that you've done, then you are a total hypocrite. Right? Right. Anyway, if it's true, if it's not, okay, then that's a different story. But if it is true, you know you ain't right. But anyway, that's all I have for this lovely news story episode. Thank you for being here and staying until the end. That means that you were entertained. My name, once again, is Peyton 3.0. For those of you who do not know, the EDM and drum set vocalist, Zombie Supreme. Okay. Now, you know I cannot leave you without a call to action. It just ain't gonna happen. I have several calls to action. Let's get right to them. All right, so of course, I'm on Snapchat, sessionslive.com, which is a platform that's like a Twitch, but it's for musicians, where I go live. You can request your favorite song for me to sing, mainstream EDM song with vocals on it. I'll also do my own songs. You get to know me, I get to know you. It's a great time. And what you do is when you put that URL there, sessionslive.com/Peyton3662 in your browser, it's that my profile page pops up. Okay, profile page pops up and you press follow. If you press subscribe, you're going to be paying $4.99 a month, which I would really appreciate the support. I do get all of that money. Thank you so much. Shout out to sessionslive.com, Tim Westergren, the founder. Also, get free unreleased songs, okay, by going to that bit.ly link. This is how I can effectively communicate with you guys. This is how you get a taste of also where I'm at now and where I'm going as an artist by getting those 3 free unreleased songs, right? By that bit.ly link. my website will lead you back to the email list. So get on the email list, okay? If you are in the EDM, if you're somebody who just clicked on this because you're into Kanye West, but you're more of a hip hop fan and a rap fan, you're not an EDM fan, then this won't be for you, right? But for my EDM fans, right, my Zombatrons, my Peytonators, this is for you. SoundCloud.com, Instagram, I'm on TikTok under Zombitron Nation, and YouTube. Make sure you press that like button, please. Make sure you press that like. Hit my likes, please. Okay. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. I know that some of you are over there washing the dishes and the computers in the other room. Trust me, I get it. I do it all the time. But I'm going to ask you this, to stop what you're doing just for a second and come and at least hit that like button, okay? Come and at least hit that. Thank you so very much. For the rest of you who are attentive and paying attention, hit the like, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe, and actually socialize in the comments what you think about these news stories. What are your opinions? What do you have to say? Okay? Because your comments are very important. Yes. Even those who hit the dislike button, that's important too, because it tells the algorithm that people are watching this video and I should share it with other people on the platform. You know, so we always got to help the algorithm out. Thank you so much for your support, and I will hopefully see you on the next Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Watch my other episodes in the series at the end of this video. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye now.